Welcome, ladies. I am super excited for tonight's live. Welcome to day 2 of our Dare to Date online live stream event. I am super excited. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that are here with me live, those of you that will watch the replay, I am super excited for today's topic. Yesterday, we dove deep into really creating that strong foundation for what you're looking to attract as you go and embark on your online dating experience. And today, we're really diving deep into where do you find the guys? Where do you attract these quality men? And I'm super excited because we're really focusing on the online space. As we know, technology right now is playing a huge part in our lives. It's how we're keeping in touch. It's how we're communicating and connecting with our loved ones. So it's super important to realize the advantages that using technology, using the online space really provides for us, right? It's such a huge opportunity because it really allows you to connect with someone that maybe you wouldn't have connected with before, right? It allows you to really pace your dating experience. It allows that space and time for you to get to know one another. So I'm super excited as we dive in today into where to find the guys, right? Where do you connect with these men? And I want to start off by saying that there are so many, and by so many, I'm literally, there's probably like hundreds of dating sites and dating apps that are out there, different platforms for you to meet people. And, some of the top ones, I think we've all heard, right, of like Tinder, there's Bumble out there's Match.com, there's Coffee Meets Bagel, right? There's all these different apps, right? There's also, for those of you that are looking perhaps to do like a paid site, right? And there's advantages to doing a paid site because you know that if someone's paying to be on a dating site, right? Like eHarmony or Our Time Now or different, right? There's Christian Mingle. There's different apps, there's different dating sites that cater to different people. And those paid ones, I mean, let's be honest, right? When someone's paying for a service, it's because they value it. They're really putting, right, their money where their mouth is, their money where their heart is. And they're investing in finding the right person and making the right match. So, there is no one answer. And that's the truth. There is no one app that's going to give you the golden guy, right? But I do want to inform you in what's available because here's the truth. It's also about experimenting what you like, right? What you're looking for. Yesterday we set those intentions and that foundation for what you're looking for. If maybe you are Christian and spiritual and that's something that's really important to you, that's one of the values, that's a non-negotiable, then maybe an app or a site like Christian Mingle or something that really speaks to that, right? There's Mindful Meet, I believe that's the name of it, for people who feel right that they're spiritually connected and mindful, right? So know that for wherever you stand, there is an app, there is a site, and you're not really going to know how you feel about it or who you make a match with until you're actually on there. So, when I work with my clients, I suggest that they start out with 2, right? You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You don't want to, right, like download all of them at once. You want to pace yourself. You want to, 1, really do your research, right? If something like a paid dating site like eHarmony or Christian Mingle calls to you, then go for it, right? When you start experimenting with these, right, and there's a lot of free ones out there as well, and quality ones, right? I'll share with you in my experience, I've used Hinge, I've used the Facebook dating app. Even Facebook has a built-in dating component now, because here's the truth. People are looking to connect and they're looking online because that's where we are most of the time, right? On our phones, online. So don't be shy, go into the apps and search, look at, right? Look at the comments, look at the reviews, and download two. I always suggest start with two. Once again, you don't want to overwhelm yourself. If it doesn't click, if it's not something you like, you can always delete your profile and delete the app, right? So that's for starters. Where are you going to match with these guys? You're going to match with them online. And to be honest, a lot of these dating apps are very similar, and a lot of them have different things that could help you connect, right? I know many of the dating sites now have the capability to actually video chat on the app. Same thing with an audio chatting, right? Having a phone call, the same way Facebook has, right? Like Messenger, where you can video chat with someone, where you can audio with someone. So do many of these apps. So you really want to try them out and see what works for you. See what feels good to you. I'll share, in my experience, Bumble is really popular right now. It's really popular. It allows you to network. It allows you to date, right? Like you can do multiple things and connect with multiple people on this app. But I will share this with you. Bumble, the woman is supposed to make the first move, right? And here's the thing that could put you at a disadvantage, right? I'm all for having the guy, right? We were speaking about this yesterday, right? What are your non-negotiables? What are you looking for in a relationship? And I know for many of the women that I've worked with, myself included, for me, and for a lot of the women that are here in this community, you want a guy that's putting in the effort. You want a guy who's showing you that they're into you. So, starting off with you being the one reaching out to them might not exactly, mesh well with that. So once again, I share these little examples because once again, you will see what you like and what you don't like. And you'll also see that many of these guys are on different dating apps and dating sites, which is a good thing, right? It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a good thing because they're serious about connecting with someone. They're serious about getting to know someone. But it's also for you to know, right? Like how the dynamics of each of these apps and websites work. So once again, it is trial and error. It is a bit of a game where you get to play around with the apps, play around with the sites, see what you like first and what's working for you. But let's be honest and let's, once again, when you're online dating, no matter, for most of these apps, no matter which one you're on, you have a couple of seconds to make your first best impression, right? Because, right, when you're on there, you're usually swiping, looking at he's cute, he's not cute, he looks, right? And I ask you, how many of you actually read the profile, right? Let's be honest. Sometimes you get into the habit of just swiping. And I want to warn you against that because we spoke about this yesterday about being intentional, right? You're going online to make the right match. You can go, crazy swiping and matching and being overwhelmed with all the messages because now you're just matching with anyone. Or you can actually, once again, get into that state where we spoke about yesterday. And once again, if you didn't catch yesterday, you want to make sure you watch that, but stick with me now because it's all about what you're really looking for. So as you're online and as you, and it's most of us, right? You get into the habit of swipe, but here's the truth. When you can take a moment to remember what you're really looking for, to really feel in your body that relationship that you're looking for, the type of partner that you're looking for, the type of conversations you're looking to have, and then go into the app and read the profiles, right? Read the profiles. And, look at the pictures, of course. Pictures play a huge part, and we'll get into how to build your profile first. But it's really important, once again, to tap into the reason that you're even on there, right? You're not just on there to play, like swish, swash, and like that's not it. You're on there to connect with the right person, to meet the right person, that you can have those conversations that bring joy to you, right? That, have you smiling from ear to ear, that the next day you're excited about speaking to them again. So that's really why you're getting on here. So you don't just want to blindly swipe, but really, take the time to look at the profile, take the time to, right, really pinpoint, is this gonna mesh well with you? If you're someone who put in a lot of thought to putting together your profile and you see someone that just puts just ask, or better yet, and this is something that, plays into even when you do your profile, someone that puts like a sour comment, right? Like about women, I hope you're not a gold digger, or something like that on their profile. You get to know a bit about the person, right? You're already taking in what state of mind they're in. So once again, this whole profile is really key. There might be guys that don't even put in the effort of filling it out. And, once again, I highly recommend going through profiles, reading it, because you'll notice the guys that really are looking for something serious. They're going to share what their values are. They're going to share what's important to them. If distance is important to you, you'll be able to pinpoint that then, right? Not later on after you've matched and you realize you live 100 miles away, right? Or it's just the little things and the little details, right? What's important to them, what they're looking for. A lot of guys are very straightforward. If they're looking for a friends with benefits, they'll say, I'm looking for a friends with benefits. If a guy says, I'm looking for like wifey material, you better bet they're probably looking for wifey material. They could be spitting game, but once again, that's where you get to check back into your intuition, and you're not just matching blindly. You're matching with the intention of that relationship you're looking to call into your life, that partnership you're looking to have by your side. So I can't stress enough, you're doing this with a purpose. You're not doing this to waste your time. And I can assure you, if you're online just swiping, matching with whoever, not really paying attention to like the pre-screening process, right? You'll end up talking to a whole bunch of guys that are just going to waste your time, that are just going to, like ask you for raunchy pictures. So you really do want to take the time to make sure that the person that you're matching with is in alignment with what you're looking for. Really, that it feels good, right? When you're matching with someone who says, they value family, that they value, their spiritual connection, that they value the family life, right? That are looking for a committed relationship. That feels nice. That feels right. That feels like, okay, we're on the same page, as opposed to someone who put on their profile, right? I hope you're not a gold digger. So I definitely wanted to share that because it plays such a huge part when you're online and you're dating and you're looking to connect with someone. Once again, it can be easy to get caught up in just, oh, he's cute. Oh, that fish is ugly, right? How many of you know that most of these guys have pictures on there with a fish, right? And I joke about it, but it's in the details, right? It's in actually taking the time, being intentional about who you're matching with, and seeing if this is going to be a fit, right? Now, I want to touch into what are you going to put on your profile, right? And let's start talking about pictures, because let's be honest. Men are visual creatures. I mean, we are as well. Women, we enjoy a nice looking man. And the truth is, men are more visual than we are. They see with their eyes, right? And the importance of you having a great picture is huge. Like I said, you literally have a couple of seconds to make your best first impression. And if not, you're right, So you want to make sure, I always recommend when I work with my clients, I tell them, you want to have at least 3 to 4 good pictures. And by good pictures, I mean, do not have sunglasses on your pictures. Personally, if I see a guy with sunglasses on his pictures, I'm like, you're shady. I can't see your eyes. We're not connecting. So you want to show your face. You want to, have a smile. You want the picture to feel inviting. So you want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward by having a great picture that showcases your face, showcases a warm smile. Make sure that one of those pictures, not all of them, but make sure that one of them at least is like a full body picture, right? Use the good angles, right? Make sure you get the curves in. But let's be honest, guys want to know what you really look like. They want to know. And to be honest, I think men are a lot less critical about what our bodies look like than we are. And I'll share this with you. They're a lot more accepting of, right, the bumps, the flab. Like they're really looking to connect. And I'll be 100% honest. Of course, there are some guys that are very like, right, the muscle guys. Some of those, that's what they're into. That's what they're looking for. And that's okay. Because here's the truth. If you're someone that's into fitness, if you're someone that's into a particular look, you're going to be more, right? You're going to be more interested in when you see someone that fits that. But once again, we're also being intentional. So it's not just the pictures, but it's also what you're putting in your profile. So just a little recap on what you want to make sure you have in those pictures. You want to make sure you have a smile. You want to make sure you're showing your face, you're showing your eyes, that you're warm, that you're inviting. And I also suggest you add a picture in there that really showcases what your lifestyle is like, that really showcases your passion. Like I just said, guys love taking pictures with their fish. Personally, I live in Florida. I don't know where you ladies might be at. I know we have an international community, but I live in Florida. So a lot of the guys around here, they like to fish. So like 90% of the profiles out here have fishes in their pictures. And it's funny, but it also showcases, right, what they enjoy. So similar to you, if you're someone that enjoys working out, if you're someone that enjoys bike riding, if you enjoy, right, whatever that part of your life is that you really want to share with someone, right? You want to showcase that in a picture, right? Maybe you biking, maybe you at the park, maybe you at the beach doing something that you enjoy. So those are the kind of pictures that you want to have on there that are really going to be eye-catching, that are going to draw them in, and that's really going to get a feel. They're going to have a feel for who you are. You're going to have a smile. It's going to be warm, inviting. They're going to see that you enjoy the beach, you enjoy, fine dining. It really gives them a picture, a glimpse, right, into who you are and what you enjoy doing. So once again, pictures super important. And then of course your profile message, your profile description. And once again, this also plays into the app or the site that you end up, trying out and using and playing with and seeing if it works out for you, because some of them are very, short description, quick to the point. And there's others where you might have the capability to write a whole essay, right? So I always say, let's be honest, this profile is about you. And I'll throw that in there about the pictures too. Make sure the pictures are you. Don't put pictures of friends and family. Like, this is your profile and it should be a representation of you. Now, when you're writing your description, when you're writing, your profile information, there's a couple of things that you want to keep in mind. Once again, the tone and what you're writing with. I know if you've been online before, if you've seen and read other people's profiles before, like I just had that example of someone putting something like, I don't want to meet gold diggers, or I don't want, you want to make sure that what you're writing is going to be appealing, right? You want to make sure that what you're writing doesn't make you sound like jaded, doesn't make you sound like, I hope you're not a loser who's here to waste my time, right? Because, hey, I'll be honest, I've had clients and I've seen other people's profiles that have had that kind of information, of course, before working with me, but I'm saying, it can touch a nerve. Putting on your profile something of that nature, like, if you're gonna waste my time, don't hit me up. Or if you're not serious, don't, like, those are not the messages that you want to put on your profile. That's not the energy that you want to put out there. That's repelling energy, right? You want to be inviting energy. You want to get into your feminine of receiving and magnetizing a guy to you. And if you're going to write something like, don't waste my time, I hope you're not a loser, if you don't have a job, don't match with me, right? That's not exactly starting off on the best foot. That's not exactly giving your first impression. And once again, your profile is supposed to speak of you. I know many women, and even some apps, they have questions about what you're looking for in a partner and whatnot. But in my experience, and when I work with my clients, I can't stress enough how this profile is about you. This profile is about showcasing you. So tap into what we spoke about yesterday. Share what your values are. Share about you, how you feel, what you love to do. Share about what's important to you, because here's the truth. When you're online and you're looking at profiles, you're likely going to match with someone who sounds like you, right? Who values the same things you do, who cherishes the same things you do, right? Who might have the same hobbies, the same interests, the same passions that you do. So once again, you want to showcase who you are, your values, what's important to you, what lights you up, what your passions are. That's what's going to really interest someone, and being like, wow, she has hobbies and she sounds interesting, and I want to speak to someone like that, who's really inviting, right? Who's really has their whole life put together. When you present yourself in that way, it looks like you have your own, like you have it going on, right? You have your hobbies, you're doing your thing. You come across as such an interesting person that guys are going to be like, I can't wait to know more about her, right? It's not about, I'm looking for this and I'm looking for that. You're not on there, right? You're not putting there a list of criteria for them to meet. No, that's not what you're doing. You're not saying, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, and you better have this. That's not what we're doing. Your profile is for you to showcase you. And literally, this is what I have to offer. And that's how guys are like, ooh, I need to speak to her. I want to know more about her. And it really becomes that attractive quality that guys want to connect with you. They want to know more about you. So once again, what you put in your description, in your profile, is more about you. Once again, when you're connecting, you're really connecting with someone who's sharing those same values, who's sharing, right? You want to see yourself reflected in that significant other, whether it's the values you share, right? Similar interests. That's how it pretty much goes. So I'm super, super excited, because these are literally the keys to the kingdom when it comes to attracting the right guys online. I'm holding nothing back. This is it. As far as apps, you got to play around. There's so many out there. There's a lot of great guys out there as well. Like I said, once you're on there, once you have those amazing inviting pictures, once you have that amazing description, right? Where you're sharing who you are and what's important to you, right? Not what you're looking for, not what you're expecting, not what you're hoping for, but just sharing who you are is how you wake up that interest, is how you become magnetic, is how you attract the right person who can see themselves in you, who can see someone that values family, that values a relationship, that values spirituality, that values fitness, that values, right? Whatever's truly important to you. So that's the best way to make the best first impression online. And really being intentional about matching with the right people. Because once again, I get it. Trust me, I've done it. Of course. You just start swiping. It becomes a game. It becomes, right? But that's not what it's about. It's easy to get into that mode, right? You're just there, bored. Oh, let me just swipe. That's not how you want to go into it, right? So just to summarize and kind of recap, the most important thing about even before you open the app and download the app, get in tune with what you're looking to attract. Make sure that you're in the right space when you even open up the app, right? That you're ready to meet that love, that you're ready to receive a message, to receive a compliment, to receive a connection with someone that's in alignment with what you're wanting to create in your life, the type of relationship that you want, the type of partner, the type of person you're really looking to connect. That's what you want to be thinking about and right? And like you want to be feeling it in your body. And it's so important. It's so important. Do you know the biggest factor is exactly just that? And what we covered yesterday, like I said, that's why it's so important. So if you didn't watch it, when this one is done, watch yesterday. But that intentionality, that feeling that you get in your body when you think about that love, the real deal, that's the energy that you want to be in when you're online dating. You don't want to be in the energy of this isn't going to work. You don't want to be in the energy of this is pointless. I'm wasting my time. There's only losers on here. If you're in that energy, I strongly suggest you get off. Don't even go on there, because that's exactly what you're going to find. You're going to find people that are a waste of time, and you're going to find guys that are just right? And bad conversation, dumb conversation, asking for nudes, asking for whatever. You're not going to really attract what you're wanting. You're going to attract from that other space of guys are losers. This is like a waste of time. They're just looking for sex, right? And how many of you know, right? Guilty that you've done that before. Gone into it like, let's see what we can find. And I share this with you once again, it happens. You don't get to where you want to go without learning a few things along the way, right? And once again, I'm super excited. Like I said, I've held nothing back, and I will not hold anything back tomorrow either, as we continue to dive deep and really how to make that connection, right? After you match, what do you say? How do you get this thing going? So we'll be covering that tomorrow. But today was all about making your best first impression online, how to build that profile, what to have on there, what not to have on there. Hey, we are all guilty at some point of doing this. And once again, that's the beauty of what we have here, of this community, of all the women that are here really taking this to key, because once again, you can't fix what you don't know, right? And I know I've been guilty of matching blindlessly and then being like, oh, I should have read the profile. So we all are. But that's the beauty of now being able to do it in a way that you're going to be attracting the right guys. You're going to be really connecting with the right people that share your same values, that are on the same page that you are, and that you're going to have things in common with, right? So I am super excited. And once again, if you're one of my ladies that's ready to take it to the next level, reach out. I'd love to support you in this. You can apply for a call with me at chatwithchristina.co. And I'd love to support you in this, because once again, it's one of those things that you think I'm just going to go online, make my profile, and then, right? And then, so I'm super excited for tomorrow, because we're going to be talking about, and then once you make that match, once it's like, ding, okay, you have a match. And now it's like, oh gosh, now we have to speak to each other. We're going to be covering that tomorrow. What to say, how to communicate so that you actually make a connection, to actually keep it going. And so you don't fall into that trap of trying too hard, going into that masculine energy of doing. Once again, this is really about you discovering your power and owning that you're the woman. You're the one that gets to make the decision. You're the one that is, like we said yesterday, right? We gave the analogy of you're the interviewer and they're the interviewees. And there's one position in this company, right? CEO of the missus. So once again, when you can tap into that, and so you have the choice, and these are the, right? These are the interviewees, and you have criteria and requirements for this position. That's how you let the masculine support your feminine and receiving what you truly want. So once again, I'm super excited. Today, we really covered how to make your best first impression online. And tomorrow, we will be diving deep in how to communicate, how to connect, how to really build that bond. And I am so, so blessed and proud of and honored of you ladies that are here, that are really going for that relationship, that are really going for the desires of your heart. And I know that tomorrow you're going to be blown away. So don't forget, tomorrow at the same time, for day 3 of our Dare to Date online live stream event, we'll be covering all about communicating in a way that you're really connecting and really building that relationship. So once again, thank you so much for being here for yourself. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Don't forget to go pick out those pictures. Go, maybe you have to take some new ones and start thinking about what are the values, what are the hobbies, what are the interests that you want to showcase and share on your profile that are really going to help you match with the right person. So with that said, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 3 of the Dare to Date online live stream event. So have an amazing evening, and I'll see you then.